In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present. With over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
Good morning. Please remain standing while Rachel Hunt, a junior in applied music, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Absolutely beautiful, Rachel. Thank you, and you may be seated. Good morning. I am Debbie Mercer, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the Dean of the College of Education at Kansas State University. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2014 Commencement ceremonies. As we begin our program this morning, I am privileged to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask them to stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until the entire group has been introduced. Beginning on your far right, we have Dr. Paul Burden, Assistant Dean of Education, Rachel Hunt, vocalist, Christian Maud, Student Commencement Speaker, Dr. Kimberly Staples, Award Recipient, Dr. Todd Goodson, Curriculum and Instruction Department Chair, Dr. David Griffin Sr., Assistant Dean of Education, Dr. Linda Thurston, Associate Dean of Education, and on my right, Dr. Julie Ford, Commencement Speaker, Dr. Kirk Schultz, President, Dr. April Mason, Provost and Senior Vice President, Ms. Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, and Dr. Brad Bernheide, Associate Professor. Thank you. You may be seated. This day truly would not be possible without the conscientious, caring, and rigorous attention of a dedicated faculty, and I am honored to introduce them as representatives of the College of Education, and I ask them to stand and remain standing. And once again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Erin Bender, Doris Carroll, Susan Dillinger, Lori Goodson, Trina Harlow, Michael Holan, Judy Huey, Ken Huey, Jessica Lane, Lori Levine, Tani Martinez, Sherry Martini, Leah McKeeman, Leslie Rader, Chapina Rumsey, Vicki Sherbert, Jackie Spears, Rosemary Talib, David Thompson, Warren White, Sally Yonke, and I also recognize those faculty members serving as marshals: Lotta Larson, David Allen, Jung-Hee Kim, Jim Teagarden, Amanda Morales, and B. Stoney. Thank you. My deepest appreciation to this most dedicated faculty. I also thank Stephen Couchier, a senior in applied music and accounting, for providing the organ music for today's ceremony, and Terry Ferguson, Kansas State University alumnus, for providing the bagpiping music. I'll call one more round of applause. They add so much to our ceremony. All colleges at Kansas State University regard professional service to be the third dimension, along with teaching and research, of a well-rounded academic career. Nominations and selections by colleagues and students recognize Dr. Kimberly Staples as the recipient of the Catherine A. Holland Excellence in Service Award, and this award is made possible by the Holland family and honors Kathy, a faculty member emeritus. Dr. Staples, will you please join me? I am pleased to present Dr. Staples this plaque and certificate and a monetary award in the amount of $1,000. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Staples. This year, we continue a special tradition during commencement by recognizing outstanding College of Education graduates. Dr. Todd Goodson, Department Chair of Curriculum and Instruction, and Dr. David Griffin, Assistant Dean and Director of the Center for Student and Professional Services, will present the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Awards.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. Today we have the opportunity to honor outstanding undergraduate students. We know they are well prepared as knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision makers who will greatly impact their future students, schools, and communities. At this time, will the following graduates please come forward to the lower platform to meet Dr. Griffin for the presentation. Rebecca Edmonds, Matresa Hutton, Leah Mahaney, Kristen Maud, Adrian Pauls, Benjamin Raff, Matathea Tillotson, Michelle Vreeland, and Chelsea Weiniger. Each semester, we present two Outstanding Future Teacher Awards, one in elementary education and the other in secondary education. This award recognizes outstanding future teachers who demonstrate excellence during their professional clinical experiences as supported and documented by their cooperating teachers, university supervisors, and/or clinical instructors. Leah Mahaney of Salina, Kansas, is receiving the Fall 2014 Outstanding Future Teacher Award for Elementary Education. She is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in special education. Benjamin Raff of Lake Ozark, Missouri, is receiving the Fall 2014 Outstanding Future Teacher Award for Secondary Education. He is a graduate in music education. Congratulations, Leah and Ben. Each semester, faculty identifies several students to receive the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. This award recognizes their outstanding scholarship and leadership in college, campus, and community activities. Each of these students exemplifies the meaning of being a knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision maker, thereby reflecting the best qualities of all of our graduates. Matresa Hutton. Matresa is from Dodge City and is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in special education. Christian Maud. Christian is a graduate in secondary social studies education from Kingman, Kansas. Adrian Pauls. Adrian is from Oberlin, Kansas, and is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in mathematics. Matathea Tillotson. Matathea is a graduate in secondary chemistry education. She is from Whitewater, Kansas. Michelle Vreeland. Michelle is from Overland Park, Kansas, and is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in special education. Congratulations to these outstanding graduates. Each semester, the Kansas State Department of Education recognizes 2 teachers of promise from each of the teacher education programs in the state. Earlier this semester, 2 of our graduates were recognized as teachers of promise. Rebecca Edmonds of Manhattan, Kansas, was recognized as the elementary education teacher of promise. Chelsea Weininger of Lincoln, Kansas, was recognized as the secondary education teacher of promise. She is a graduate in biological sciences education. Congratulations to all of our outstanding undergraduate student awardees.
Thank you, Dr. Goodson and Dr. Griffin. I am very pleased to welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. Julie Ford. Dr. Ford became the first female superintendent of the Topeka Public Schools when she began her duties in 2011. Upon her leadership, the district formed the Community Equity Council, which is composed of business partners who created the Kansas Science and Education Park. The park includes a wind terminal, solar panels, nature prairie, and the education station, a substation designed to teach students about energy. Julie has been in education and administration for more than 30 years, with the majority of her career in Garden City, Kansas, where she served in several positions, including deputy superintendent. Dr. Ford has also served in various administrative positions in diverse schools in Texas, Colorado, and Oklahoma. She was the director of title programs and services at the Kansas State Department of Education, leading district and school improvement efforts. Dr. Ford received her master's degree from Fort Hays State University and her doctorate degree from Wichita State University. And she recently received the 2014 Excellence in Education Award from the University Council of Educational Administration. I am proud to present Dr. Julie Ford.
Graduates and faculty, parents, and loved ones, congratulations. This is a milestone day in your life and a day you will remember forever. You have worked hard, some taking a traditional route to this day, and others returning to college later in life. But both have required you to have a long-term vision for yourself, a commitment, and follow-through. These same skills, vision, commitment, and follow-through, what will be the skills you will need as you enter the profession, and yes, it is a profession, of teaching. Let's talk about vision. Graduation required you to set a vision for yourself several years ago. You have studied, attended classes, you've done several observations and internships through your student teaching. At some point, you began to see yourself as a teacher, and you began thinking like a teacher and setting your plan of action to become a teacher. Now, with the opportunity to have your own classroom and finally be a teacher, you will need to set a new vision for yourself. Today, I ask you, what kind of teacher will you be? First, will you be the teacher that will take time to build the relationships with students? Will you get to know about their passions and dreams for their future? Will you know their talents and help them develop them to the next level? Will you help them not only become proficient in school, but proficient in life by concentrating on things like teamwork, manners, and social skills? Will they be inspired by you, not only as a teacher, but as a role model, and want to meet your expectations each and every day? Even the students that are challenged or having difficult life situations, will you reach out to them and become their ally? Will you be their mentor, helping them to achieve their dreams? Second, will your vision as a teacher for yourself be to become an expert in pedagogy in the area that you are teaching? Never forget that teaching is both a science and an art. It requires knowledge of your subject area and best practices in student management. You must understand child development and child psychology. However, to be a great teacher, it is being an artist. It's looking at a blank canvas and pulling the student's needs to the front to create a masterpiece. And finally, will you be a lifelong learner? Is the vision for the kind of teacher you want to be the one that's constantly learning and investing in yourself? The field of teaching is constantly changing, and we have so much to learn. As we transition to more technology being used in education, it is evident that we must all keep up with the changes. Second, let's talk about commitment. When you entered the School of Education, you made a commitment to become a teacher. You committed to attending classes, completing assignments, and eventually student teaching and now graduating. Many of you made this commitment while making many personal sacrifices. As you enter the teaching profession, are you committed not only to teach, but to be the very best teacher you can be? Are you prepared for the interviews? And yes, we have openings in Topeka Public Schools. And finding the job, I think you need to think about these commitments. Are you willing to commit to teach every child? Not every child comes ready to learn. Some have personal and academic challenges. Are you committed to looking at every child to make sure you can make a difference with each student individually? It may mean extra time, extra compassion, and thinking about students in ways in which you never imagined. Are you willing to commit to the teaching profession? Teaching is the best profession in the world. You have an opportunity each and every day to make a difference in someone's life. You need to meet other teachers that will become lifelong friends and mentors. And you also need to make a strong commitment to work ethic, high standards, and giving of yourself. However, the rewards are many. And finally, the follow-through that you've already demonstrated by this day. Today, we are celebrating that you have the skill of follow-through. You've started your degree, and now you've completed it because you organized your vision and your commitment. Follow-through in the classroom is one of the most important skills that you can teach your students. If you start it, you finish it, and you finish it well. As you start your teaching career, set your standards high for both your students and for yourself. Challenge your students to do more, and also challenge yourself to do your very best. Set touch points during the year where you can reflect on what you're accomplishing and make mid-year corrections. Ask for help. Ask for help from your principal, from your colleagues, from your college professors. People are there wanting you to be successful. Allow yourself to create support structures to lean on, as many of you have done in college. Most important, don't forget to follow through with each individual student. If they're behind, help them get caught up. If attendance is an issue, look for solutions. Follow through with parents and guardians to be sure that they are informed and involved in their students' learning. If there are motivational problems, Seek new and different ways to make a connection. Follow through with each student to make sure they are working at their highest capacity. Again, this is a milestone day in your life, and a day you will always remember. These same skills, vision, commitment, and follow-through, skills that you have developed, will be the skills that you will need as you enter the teaching profession. And yes, it is a profession, and don't forget that. A profession which involves prolonged training and formal qualifications. It is a calling, a trade, a vocation, and a craft, and not just a job. It requires vision, commitment, and follow-through, but always remember that you are part of a profession that is the most important profession in the world, and you should be proud to be called a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julie, and I want you to know you're recruiting from among the very best in the entire state. Thank you. To extend remarks on behalf of the students of our college, I'm pleased to introduce Christian Maud, a secondary social studies education graduate from Kingman, Kansas, a true leader on our campus, a member of ROTC, and one individual that really initiated a safety training for our students where we had a very large number of you come out and participate. So, Christian.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, family, friends, esteemed college faculty. Good morning to the people who are helping make this day flow so smoothly. My former coworkers at Kansas State Athletics event staff. How could I forget about you guys? Finally, good morning to the class of 2014. Of course, this would not be a cheesy graduation speech without saying we made it. However, I've always thought that this phrase diminishes what we, as graduates, have accomplished. To simply say we made it makes us sound like we skimmed by, failed more often than not, and by some miracle, we found a seat here today. If there's anything I've learned during my time at K-State, and especially about this group seated in front of me, it's that we are not a group of those who just get by. We are a group of those who aim high, establish personal goals, and in turn make them into a reality. It is with this drive, the determination I've seen from my peers, that I know that the world is about to gain some incredible educators. We are all here today because we want to be part of something bigger, something greater. I hope that through all of your time in your block classes, through student teaching, that you felt a sense of pride in what your students have accomplished, a sense of accomplishment because you're able to influence a student. I know that many of us are here today because we had a teacher who cared, who invested in us, and in regards to the faculty seated behind me and in front of me, continued to be invested in us. To all of you, I want to extend our thanks. And to the faculty here, I want to say, don't worry, you did a great job with us, and we're here to make you proud. There's a saying that I'm sure all of you have heard. It goes like this: those who can, do, and those who can't, teach. While I've never fully understood how this saying is justified, I mean teachers provide the groundwork for every profession out there. But when I consider my peers, they don't, fortunately, fit into this phrase. See, when I was first asked to address all of you today, I have to admit that I felt like I was the least qualified person to do so. Because in the last several years, I've had the opportunity to be a part of an incredible group of people, of artists, musicians, intellects, researchers, and every other member of the Breakfast Club, all of whom have succeeded into becoming incredible teachers. You see, this group here didn't settle for just becoming teachers. They strove to be the very best. I'm going to end with a short story. Some of you may have heard of Marcus Luttrell. For those of you who haven't, he's the author of the book and the inspiration for the movie Lone Survivor, which accounts his time as a U.S. Navy SEAL. In a recent interview, Marcus was asked what the major qualifications were to help land a job as a Navy SEAL and how to be successful at that job. It was at that point that Marcus stopped the reporter and said, "First, being a SEAL isn't just a job. It's an embodiment of ideals. For me, being a SEAL wasn't a way to pay the bills. It's who I am, who I continue to be today." While none of us graduating here today are Navy SEALs, what Marcus had to say I think applies to all of us. We are all entering one of the few professions that is more than just a job. It's an embodiment of ideals, a true form of our character and who we are. Thank you, good luck, and congratulations.
Thank you, Christian. Kansas State University believes in family. Upon graduation, you become a lifelong member of the K-State family. Our nationally acclaimed Alumni Association will serve as your primary connection to the university. So to welcome you with a special announcement, I'm pleased to introduce Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association. Amy?
Thank you, Dean Mercer. I'm pleased to be part of your special day and offer congratulations on behalf of 175,000 graduates. It's an honor to personally congratulate you and present you with an exclusive alumni pin that's only available to our graduating seniors, and that's been placed on your chair. I'm also pleased to share that in recognition of your graduation, the College of Education and the Alumni Association will be providing you with a complimentary membership in the Alumni Association. This membership will keep you engaged and informed about alumni catbacker and alumni club events throughout the world. We hope you're able to take advantage of the benefits you receive with your membership and that you will always be an active member. We also look forward to being your link for life to K-State and to keep you connected with the College of Education. As you know, we have the best students in the country. Our alumni are among the most loyal in the country. In fact, you are now part of the #1 alumni association in the Big 12 Conference. We've not been #1 for just a couple of years, but we've been #1 for 18 consecutive years, and we're very proud of that. That passion and loyalty is shared by generations of alumni who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the country. We have many traditions here at Kansas State University, and one of them that we're starting is that KSU obelisk that is located on the east side of the Alumni Center. It's brand new this past fall. It was made possible by Dan and Cheryl Young, who are both educators and graduates of Kansas State University and the College of Education. But they want all of you to help us start this new tradition where you will go over, grab 2 friends, and do the KSU. And then you need to post it on social media. I can guarantee if you do it, the president will tweet it out. But we do want you to help us start that new tradition. I want to thank you for all that you will do for the future generations of K-Staters who will follow in your footsteps. We hope you will always wear purple, that you will always cheer on the Wildcats. Congratulations on your graduation, and go State.
Thank you, Amy. Now it is time for the most important single event of this morning's ceremony. Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees in both elementary and secondary education please rise? I am honored to introduce Dr. Kirk Schultz, President of Kansas State University, for the conferral of degrees.
By the authority granted me by the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon recommendation of the faculty and upon completion of all degree requirements, I'm pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. You may move the tassel to the left side of your mortar boards. You are now graduates of Kansas State pending successful final exams. So congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, President Schultz, and congratulations to all candidates of the class of December 2014. We'll now proceed with the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. Will the graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education please remain standing, and secondary education graduates, you may be seated. I will make the presentations and will be assisted by Dr. Paul Burden, Dr. Brad Bernheide, Dr. David Griffin, and Dr. Linda Thurston. And I'm especially pleased that President Kirk Schultz and Provost and Senior Vice President April Mason will be joining me in congratulating each of you.
Sarah Caitlin Annis, cum laude. Anastasia Elizabeth Baker, summa cum laude. Taryn Margaret Beck. Marie Claire Benson Boyntz, magna cum laude. Tyler James Briscoe. Rachel Shira Bronston. Sydney Lauren Brown, cum laude. Jill C. Buchanan. Kristen Diane Burton. Kelly Lynn Crabb. Kristen Marie Davis. Elizabeth Diane DeMars, summa cum laude. Rebecca Marie Edmonds. Elizabeth Danielle Emmerich. Dacia Marie Graves. Madison Ann Haggerty. Tiffany Lynn Harms, summa cum laude. Kaylee Christine Harris. Kaya Nicole Hart, magna cum laude. Emily Louise Hartrick. John Albert Hewer, summa cum laude. Karen Renee Hay. Sarah Christine Hendricks. Brenna Nicole Hogan. Jeremy Lynn Holliday. Matresa Lynn Hutton, summa cum laude. Corbin Anthony Jansen. Samantha Joe Johnson. Dakota Suzanne Kaufman. Laura Annalise Lafnick-Zender. Jennifer Ann Latta, summa cum laude. Alexandria Marie Linville, summa cum laude. Courtney Conley McCallum. Leah Morgan Mahaney. Juliana Marie Malone. Taylor Joe McCullough, cum laude. Lindsay Marie McGrath. Melissa Therese Murray. Adrian Dorian Pauls, cum laude. Jessica May Flughoff. Elizabeth Ann Post. Caitlin Marie Provenzano. Emily Diane Reese. Deidre Rochelle Richard. Samantha Marie Ravoto, cum laude. Ellie Elaine Robitel. Ashley Marie Roviroso, magna cum laude. Sydney Nicole Topliff. Michelle Ashley Vreeland, magna cum laude. Jenny K. Welker. Casey Ray Wells. Casey Nicole Winkley. Brianna Marie Wynn. Lucretia Shea Woods.
Will you shake hands with your first one if I have to walk through my flash people? We're going to improvise. That's it. That's perfect. We're good. Thank you. You didn't see me do that. No, of course not. Thank you.
Please join me in congratulating our elementary education graduates. You may be seated. Will graduates with a Bachelor of Science degree in secondary education please rise and remain standing? Okay.
Lucas Welty Allen. Eric Daniel Bishop. Emma Renee Brand, cum laude. Elizabeth Ruth Davidson. Tyler Joseph Dieters, cum laude. Paige Alexandra Dixon. Danielle Nicole Epting. Jenna Marie Ferguson. Haley Allison Field, summa cum laude. Andrew Lewis Kipp. Catherine Mary Coman. Michelle Aaron Kretzmeyer. I, Tuchia Mackey. cum laude. Yunshu Lu. Charlie Campbell Lynn. Cody Ryan Ratliff. Adam Joshua Robinson. Pamela K. Rutter. Kelsey J. Sanborn. Callie Ann Swisher. Shelby Nicole Tate. Madathea Suzanne Kristen Elizabeth Tillotson, summa cum laude. Audrey Lee Trowbridge. Brett Weber. Chelsea Elizabeth Weiniger. Lieutenant Christian Kana Maud.
Please join me in congratulating our secondary education graduates. You may be seated. We thank all parents and guests for attending today. Truly, it is your support that helped your special graduates succeed in their academic journey. As we conclude our ceremony today, please join me in one more round of applause for the 2014 fall graduates. Now I ask you to stand and join as Rachel Hunt leads the 2014 graduates in the singing of the alma mater for the first time as alumni of Kansas State University. Thank you, Rachel. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Please stay in touch. We want to hear about the impact that you make in your future careers. Will the platform party, faculty, and graduates prepare for the recessional march? The graduates will recess up the stairs to the concourse where friends and family may join them. And thank you all for being here today to celebrate this very special event. Go Cats!